afternoon, guys. So today I wanted to make a video solely dedicated to helping you guys with something. I get asked this question a lot, so I thought let me make a video out of this. Now before we get started, I have been trying to make this video for like a week now, and I had to wait to make it because my package kept getting delayed in the mail. To show you inside of these packages are things that are so highly ordered on Amazon that it literally took me like a couple days extra just to get them. So I've been trying to make this for a week. Now that I finally got them, I can make this video. So today's video is going to be solely dedicated to just helping you guys out with YouTube. A lot of people always ask me, Dan, what do you use to do YouTube? What do you use to edit your videos? I'm not gonna go in like a crazy in-depth like video just talking about like every specific detail, but I hope this video helps you out. The video is gonna mostly be about like what cameras you should and shouldn't use and that kind of stuff, and what to use to edit videos. Kind of depends what kind of videos you're trying to make. If you're trying to do sit-down videos like this, I highly recommend a DSLR kind of camera. I'm using a Canon Rebel T6i with an external microphone and a directional mic. It's only gonna get audio from one way, so if the mic is facing this way, I'm gonna be, how do I explain this? I don't know how to explain this. So if the microphone is facing in front of you, it's only gonna hear things that are straight on, if that makes any sense at all. I'm trying to explain this. And then there's other microphones that you can get that are circular and just other kinds that have batteries, and you can hear the sound from all different directions, not just a directional way. Now, if you wanted to get into vlogging, I would obviously recommend something like this. You guys know most YouTubers use small cameras like this. Actually, like everybody on YouTube literally owns this camera. This is the G7X Mark II. Now, again, you can use this kind of camera for sit-down videos, like which is what I'm doing right now, where I'm sitting here, you know, and you can put it on a tripod or whatever you have. Let's start with vlogging. So why I would recommend something like this for vlogging for beginners is it's just very easy. The screen flips out and you can obviously just sit here and talk to the camera like this. It's very lightweight to move around. You can slip this in your pocket, which is honestly so essential for so many things because you don't have to worry about this big, you know, contraption to carry around. Now, secondly, if you're gonna be vlogging, I would obviously recommend a Joby tripod like this. There's all different ones you can get. You can get ones that are half the size of this. You can get ones that I think are maybe a little bit bigger than this. I'm not exactly sure. I would actually not recommend though to get this for vlogging because this is a little bit excessive. I mean, it's up to you. It's a very long tripod to carry around, but they make half size ones that are only half the size, and that's a lot easier because you can just put your camera on it and then you can kind of just put it in your pocket and just go everywhere you need to with it, and it's just so much easier. This, on the other hand, you really can't put in your pocket. As you can see, it's very bulky and it's long and it's heavy to carry around. I wanted to start to record over here so I can show you guys the DSLR camera, because obviously I can't show you because I'm recording on that. So this is what it looks like to vlog on this. So now that we're back on this camera, being the camera nerd I am, as you guys saw in that last shot, I was vlogging on this huge camera for the longest time because I liked the settings on it. They're more advanced on that camera, and I like the sound quality of external microphones. People like Jake Paul, Logan Paul occasionally, Lance 210 sometimes, depending on what camera he's feeling. There's a lot of YouTubers like Jesse Wellens and Casey Neistat. They all use cameras like this, bigger setup with an external mic. Again, it's not really something you need, but over time, I think when you become more of a YouTuber or you start making more videos, you start to realize the quality and the voice sounds so much different from a camera like this to a camera like that using an external microphone. That's what I would say. It's really just your preference. That's what it comes down to. Another great camera that I would recommend to people is the Sony a6300 or the Sony a6500. That's a great camera. I would recommend the Sony a6500 though. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's like $1,300, so it's pretty expensive. It's not in a lot of people's budget, but if you can afford something like that, that's a great camera for vlogging and for sit-down videos. It's kind of a two-in-one camera, so that's what's great about that. Instead of having two separate cameras like these, that camera is good because you can vlog on it and you can use it for sit-down videos like this. And if you can't afford cameras like this, because I know they're expensive, especially the big DSLR cameras, those are really expensive. Always use like a GoPro. I don't really recommend that, but if that's all you have, you could use a GoPro. It will work, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just the microphone quality is not gonna be A+. Now let's just get right into the packages that I have ordered here and why and what these are. I've been waiting so long to open these. No joke, it's been like 3-4 days. I've just been waiting to open these to make this video because my other package got freaking delayed. So let's just get right into it. I didn't actually order these just for this video. I ordered these and then I thought, hey, I should make a video on this because a lot of people have been asking me, you know, Dan, I want to start YouTube and I don't know what cameras to use. I thought it'd be the perfect time to make this. So I ordered this on Amazon. It's 9H tempered glass. It's a camera screen. It comes with 3. I think this was like 15 bucks and it comes with 3. These are very high quality. These are specifically made for the G7X though. I don't know if you guys can see this because the camera's not focusing. But yeah, this is specifically made just for this vlog camera right here. Now, why I would recommend that is because let me tell you a short little story on what happened to my camera. I just bought this like a month ago and I went to Hawaii. As you guys see, if you watch my vlogs on my vlog channel, go and subscribe. The link is down in the description below. Go and subscribe. So I tried to order this when I first bought the camera. The first day I bought this, I was like, all right, well, I need a screen protector because the camera screen is gonna get scratched very easily. So what happened was I couldn't order it because it was out of stock because this camera is literally so popular. So many people buy the screen protector and the windscreen pieces, which we're gonna get into next. I went to Hawaii and I was throwing my camera in my backpack and I was actually being careful. I wasn't actually physically throwing it in my backpack. Lo and behold, a week later, my camera screen now has, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I'm gonna put it really close. I don't think you can really see it. If you maybe in the light right here, there's 3 scratches on the screen. Yeah, you guys don't see it. It looks like there's nothing on it. There's 3 scratches on it. They're not very deep scratches, but it just kind of annoys me. You know, when you buy like a new product, you don't want like the screen scratched. You want it to look A+ condition. You know, it's kind of like if you buy an iPhone 7 and you just somehow scratch the screen the second you get it, you're like, oh, no. Let's just open this tempered glass up here. This comes in fancy packaging. It's got like this nice little wood case for it and everything. All right, take this little sticker off that's holding it together. Put it up and see what it looks like. All right, so it comes with wipes right here, probably to wipe the screen down, remove excess dirt. This is a sticker, I'm assuming I don't know what that's for. And then here are the glass pieces. I'm not gonna put this on in the video because I wanna do it precisely. And yeah, so basically, you know, it comes in this, you're gonna take it off, put it on the back of your camera screen right there, and then obviously it's gonna protect your camera. This is very essential for vlogging because vlogging, you're gonna be throwing your camera around a lot, setting it down in weird places, and it's gonna get scratched, it's gonna get dents, especially if you're doing daily vlogs. Most of you guys, I don't know if you're gonna be doing daily vlogs, but if you are, it's gonna get scratched. So I would recommend that highly. We have the first package out of the way. Let's get open to the second package. Now, I don't know why they put it in such a big box like this. Things right here. They used all of this box space just for these little felt screens right here. Now, these are, I'm sure you guys have heard or seen these. These are wind screens. These are super essential when you have a vlog camera because these cameras don't have external mics, of course. So a lot of the sound, like if you go like this, it'll pick it up on the camera. And basically what this does is this is gonna stop all of that noise. Very, very helpful. I got this on Amazon as well. Work on pretty much any small camera. These are mostly meant 7X, but they work for any camera. All cameras are different. The G7X has 2 microphones on top. I don't think you guys can see this on the screen, but they're very, very tiny holes at the top. With Sony camera, there's usually like one here, and there's usually one in the top. Like Sony's are different. Now, let's get into the difference between Sony cameras and Canon cameras, because this is probably a highly thought out thing. Do I buy a Sony camera or a Canon camera or a Nikon? Nikon, I would not recommend for video. Those cameras, in my opinion, are better for pictures. Don't shade me in the comments and say, Dan, that's not true, because that's just my opinion. Canon, notoriously known for having good color in their images. So what I mean by that is, if you take this camera and you hold it up to a Sony, the color of something may look a little different on here than it is on the Sony. So again, Canons are mostly known for having good color in the images. I don't know if you know what that exactly means, but basically colors will just pop out more on Canon cameras. Now, if you have a Sony camera, Sonys are known for their image stabilization, so the picture quality is gonna be a lot better when you're moving your camera around a lot. That's what Sonys are mostly known for. You know, they're known for a lot more other things, but that's the main thing that we're talking about today, is just for making videos. Now, we're gonna talk about focus on cameras between a smaller vlog camera like this and my big DSLR, which is what I'm recording on right now. So first off, I'm gonna show you how the autofocus on the DSLR is for vlogging purposes and just for sit-down videos. Now watch, if you see when I come out of frame and come back, hopefully this actually works when I'm trying to show you guys. So I'm gonna go out of frame and watch, it should get a little like fuzzy, and then if I come back in frame really quick, look, you can see it doesn't focus as fast. See? There, it focused now, but it's not as fast. Now, if we're on a camera like this, something smaller, which is called a point and shoot, the autofocus for vlogging, this is definitely what you're gonna want. For sit down videos, the focus on this is gonna actually be a little bit better because this is meant for like close-ups and focusing very, very quick. That's what this is known for. So I hope that helps you with the autofocusing part. And it also depends on your lens. If you're using a camera that has interchangeable lenses, also depends a lot on that. Like if you have a more expensive lens, it's gonna focus a little bit quicker. A very cheap lens. My lens is not anything crazy, so that's definitely something to do with it too. Oh, and one more thing before we end this video. So again, if you guys can't afford an expensive camera, you know, you can really use anything to record videos. Honestly, what I would recommend to everybody is your iPhone 7 or your 6 or whatever you have, because this records just as good as these cameras do. Obviously, you know, the quality is not gonna be the exact same. It's gonna be similar, and obviously the autofocus won't be as good, but this will do just fine. I think the worst thing about using phones is definitely gonna be video quality. That's gonna be your biggest issue. But if you can't afford a camera, use your phone or use a GoPro. I have a GoPro, but it's upstairs and I don't feel like getting it, so I'm just gonna insert an image right here. I hope this video helped you guys out though. A lot of people ask me this question all the time, what I'm using to make videos. So I hope that answered your guys' questions. I'm using this, and I'm using a Canon Rebel T6i, and obviously I use GoPros when I go to like pools or oceans or anything with water. Now let's talk about the final thing, which is what to use to edit videos. I use Final Cut Pro. It's an app that's for Mac computers only. It's not for Windows currently, which kind of sucks. I hope someday maybe they come out with it for Windows. There's a lot of great Windows programs like Adobe Premiere, Sony Vegas. Those are all good, but I would recommend Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is basically iMovie, but way more advanced. So it's very simple to use, and it pretty much does everything that you're gonna need. Premiere is a little bit better if you wanna do sane editing and stuff, but that's obviously, if you're a beginner and somebody doesn't know much about editing, you're not gonna really need that. But the only downside is Final Cut Pro is very expensive, so that's the only downside. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please smash a like down below if you enjoyed this tutorial and you would like to see more videos kind of like this in the future. Let me know in the comments also what you guys thought about this video. I wanna hear your feedback. If you guys are trying to become a YouTuber or you wanna start making videos, let me know what camera you're using now or what you plan to use now that you watch this video. And I will see you guys next time.